These stories are inspired by the actual case files of the Office of Scientific Investigation and Research.
You get something good already?
Oh, yeah. Take your time. No need for me to take all your money right now.
Gloat anymore, and I'll get the IRS down on your sorry butt.
Yeah, as if they aren't already. As far as I'm concerned, the government can kiss it.
Here, here.
Guys, can we just play?
Wow! Oh, I can drink this whole bottle.
Go ahead. Martin brought it.
Really? How come you ain't having any?
Well, I've got my soda. As far as I'm concerned, you can go ahead and get as drunk as you want.
Never mind that. Bastard plays better when he's drunk.
You got to lubricate the gears a little.
Doesn't make you deal any faster, does it?
Come on. You ought to have at least one with me. This is single malt.
Son of a...
Lucky me.
Oh, it's hot in here. You got any ice in the icebox?
Sure. Sandwiches out there, too.
Oh, good. That's what I was hoping for. Bob. He's a man with a plan.
How long does it take a guy to get some ice and some sandwiches? George, we're ready to go in here.
Spontaneous human combustion. Official fire and arson investigation manuals do not include humans in the list of the numerous substances prone to spontaneous ignition. There are, however, many documented and photographed instances of people appearing to burn up from the inside out, incinerating bones that would take thousands of degrees to reduce to ashes, with virtually no effect on the environment around them. The OSIR has occasionally been summoned to analyze cases of this nature.
Connor Doyle, case manager. We're arriving at an isolated ranch where, according to 4 witnesses, a man has completely burned to ashes in seconds with no apparent cause. Our contact is County Coroner Lewis Arnold.
Once saw a man who committed suicide by drilling himself in the head with an electric drill 42 times. Another time, I saw a man who'd been bludgeoned to death by his own wife with a giant wedge of Swiss cheese. 52 years on the job, I've never seen anything this weird.
Should we look at the remains?
I'm sure I could find something else to do.
I took lots of pictures for you. Foot was here. The hand. Still holding on to the handle here.
Where are the remains now?
I figured you wouldn't want them decomposing too much.
See the stains on the ceiling?
Total water content in the human body ranges from 75 to 90%. SHC often causes near instant vaporization of that fluid. Turns it to blistering steam.
You mean spontaneous human combustion?
Or super hyperthermic carbonization.
The fact that the body is made up of mostly water is what makes SHC fundamentally inconceivable.
Just like gator bears.
I'll get a sample.
Why don't you talk to the owner?
Thank you.
Damn stumps. Alice says she's never setting foot in that kitchen again. If I ever want to eat home cooking again, I'm going to have to build her a new one.
Was there anything unusual about George before he went into the kitchen?
No. Same old George.
Or was he happy, angry, under the weather?
Well, now that you mention it, he was complaining about the heat. The way I remember, it was chill in the room that night. George, he was sweating. Went to the fridge, get some ice.
Thanks for the warning.
You should talk to Martin. He was the first one in the kitchen.
Yeah. Hi, you Martin?
That's correct.
We're with the OSIR.
Boy, I hate my picture being took.
That's okay.
Can you tell us what happened the other night?
Yeah, we were playing cards. We play poker just about every Friday night. And Bob's wife, Alice, made us some sandwiches, and George went into the kitchen to get some from the fridge.
Were you, drinking at all before George left the room?
Well, most of us had a beer or two. George likes his whiskey.
And then what happened?
George started to scream. You know, it sounded bad, so we all got up to go see what was wrong. And then there was this bright flash. Hell.
Lucky there's lots more where that came from.
Yeah, well, you got that right. I got me a deal here. And I, don't pay any tax either.
The sample of the ashes found in the kitchen contained no traces of gasoline, kerosene, cordite, nothing combustible.
In a typical cremation, a body is subjected to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit for over 3 hours. It can take 40 to 50 gallons of fuel. Can you imagine what kind of heat would be required to reduce a body to ashes in a matter of seconds?
Yet our witnesses say that's what happened.
Well, if that's the case, then everything else in that kitchen should have gone up, too.
If it wasn't external, could it be internal? How are their physicals?
Fine. They're all in generally good health.
Has anyone ever heard of the X-particle theory? In 1981, Professor Howard M. Georgi III published an article entitled A Unified Theory on Elemental Particles and Forces. And in it, he described a unifying base particle, which he named the X-particle. Its size is defined as 10 to the power of minus 29 centimeters.
That's pretty small.
Yeah. You could fit about 800 trillion X-particles into that one dot. Probably still have room to park your RV.
Where are you going with this?
If two quarks come close enough to exchange an X-particle, it could lead to a chain reaction in which hydrogen atoms are annihilated, leaving just gamma rays and photons.
A lightning-quick subatomic chain reaction that instantly dehydrates the body.
What is the probability of this happening?
It's slim. However, high levels of blood alcohol could cause the hydrogen atoms in the body's water and glucose to energize.
Most documented SHC cases involve subjects who've been drinking heavily.
Exactly.
Can you isolate their voices?
I'll see what I can do.
Later on, we'll clear out George's voice.
What about Friday? We going ahead with the plans?
Not now, Alvin. People are watching everything we do.
Yeah, so?
So not now.
What plan do you suppose they're talking about?
Martin said they played poker together every Friday night. Maybe they're talking about whether to continue or not without George.
I thought we should drink a toast with the whiskey he loves so much.
Good idea.
Yeah.
A toast. And send him off. To George, a man who believed in what we all believe in so deeply that like us, he dedicated his life to the cause. While we are one fewer today, we must carry on in his honor.
To George.
George.
Damn.
Get him down! Get him down!
Case log update. Dean Matthews remains in serious condition. To the best of our knowledge, spontaneous human combustion has never struck two people so closely connected. We're now striving to understand and prevent what may be developing into a deadly pattern.
And how did Dean seem at the wake?
Upset? How's he supposed to feel?
We're just trying to find out what happened to your friends, Alvin.
Well, let me tell you this much, ma'am. Best college course I ever took was finite mathematics. And I know that every time I deal from a clean deck, I got the same chance of pulling an ace in a fair game. But I also know that nowadays you got your UN and you got your New World Order and you got your black helicopters flying over our city. So don't you go telling me that there's no reason for this. That this is some kind of freak of nature. No. Someone dealt George and Dean a real crappy hand. Ma'am.
You're all gonna want to see this.
After Peters of the lecture on X particles in quartz, I sent samples of the men's blood back to the central lab for analysis under electron microscope.
This is a computer enhancement of the atomic action in Dean Matthews' blood taken after his arm caught fire.
Is this abnormal?
No, but this is.
Whoa, wind that back.
What is it?
It looks inorganic.
The joints appear to be held together by hinges.
At a subatomic level?
It's a nanite. Shall I explain that to you? Nanites are used for manufacturing at a molecular level. They're basically microscopic-sized robots.
I always thought this was theoretical.
We're on the threshold of a major breakthrough, but I am not aware of anything that's as advanced as what was on that tape.
Theoretically, what could these nanites do?
Anything. They're programmed to build things from the base up, including themselves.
You mean they can self-replicate?
Well, you see, that's the beauty of nanotechnology. You build one nanite, teach it to build itself, and in no time at all, you have trillions of them.
So these things are actually exploding inside the subjects?
No, not exactly. They're actually breaking down and rebuilding a person's molecular structure, causing a chemical reaction, like the one Peter described earlier.
Exactly. Like I said, they can do just about anything.
Turn a person into a time bomb. Case file update. Dean Matthews' condition has been upgraded to stable. We are keeping 2 OSIR medical technicians at the hospital and will continue to track his progress. Unfortunately, conventional medical and environmental tests have failed to reveal the cause of his injuries. Next communication in 6 hours. Doyle out.
Doyle? Med team code black.
Dean Matthews the only one with nanites in his blood?
No, Martin Shaw.
Bart,
We need to talk to you.
you again. Well, I got a lot of work to do here.
Look, it's really important. We need to run some more tests.
I don't think so, because I've already done that.
We think we know what actually happened to George and Dean. We want to stop it from happening to you.
To me? What the hell are you talking about?
Mr. Shaw, we have to act quickly. There may not be much time.
All right, all right. Just let me finish up here, will you?
You may have been contaminated by that whiskey that you brought to George. Go that way.
Connor!
We're trying to save your life. You don't know what you started. Then enlighten me. Get off me.
Case file update. We've apprehended Martin Shaw and we'll question him at a safe house. I believe Shaw can provide the hidden link between the 5 men.
They're all terrorists.
Even Alvin and Bob?
Yeah. Real American patriots. They're the group that's responsible for the firebomb on the Washington subway last year. They're planning another attack next week.
You work undercover for the U.S. government. What agency? Your mission was to infiltrate their group, confirm their plans, and use this new technology to assassinate them without them realizing they'd been pegged. Why not just arrest them? Terrorism's a capital offense.
Why not just give them a platform? A martyr is infinitely more destructive than any bomb. These groups are a smoldering fire spreading across America. They need to be snuffed out now before they explode.
You know you have nanites in your blood?
Nanites?
How are they activated? There must be a dormant period or you wouldn't be sitting here right now. Is it a time delay? Or are they controlled by remote?
What are you talking about? Can I leave now?
You're not going anywhere until we confirm your story.
Call Elsinger.
Elsinger? He knows about you?
Just call him. He's privy to Black Ops. He can help me. You can't.
Ladies, gentlemen. As far as our contacts are concerned, Martin Shaw has never worked for any above-board intelligence or Black Ops group. He's unremarkable. He served in the Army. There's nothing to him. His entire story's been denied by all official and unofficial channels.
Well, that's not unusual.
Well, what about the other men? Are they really terrorists? All that gasoline, the explosives Bob Guthrie was using?
There's nothing to link them to any known anti-government militia.
What about the nanites?
None of our sources can confirm the advancement of nanotechnology to the extent suggested here.
What do you mean, suggested?
Well, since all of your samples were destroyed, we have no way to validate your findings.
I have a couple more questions.
Just wrap it up, Connor.
How does he know you?
Who?
Martin Shaw.
You're doing a great job here, Connor.
That's why we were brought in, isn't it? We were supposed to legitimize events, make it look like it really was spontaneous human combustion. Martin Shaw's as much a pawn in this as we are. Why are we being kept in the dark?
Why don't you ask him?
did Martin Shaw pull Elsinger's name out of the hat?
He didn't get it off the internet.
Well, what next?
We're supposed to turn Shaw over to the FBI as soon as possible. They want to question him in connection with the subway bombing.
And then he'll just disappear into the system.
What did you find?
Well, I reviewed our background checks. He moved out here 3 years ago after he left the Army. Nothing unusual. But I did find that he filed and paid income tax last year.
But when you and Peter interviewed him,
He claimed he didn't pay taxes.
is that just his own little protest against the government?
Or part of his cover.
Sounds like black ops. If I were a gambling man, I'd bet there's a new identity being assembled for Martin Shaw.
Maybe for some witness protection program.
Let's take a drive.
To see Shaw?
Once he's under arrest, he's entitled to one phone call. I want him to call me. Final case log. We've retested both Bob Guthrie and Alvin McLaren, and their blood is perfectly normal. Mystery still surrounds the man claiming to be Martin Shaw. We were unable to identify the remains found. No aspect of his story or his true identity has been confirmed.
The conclusion in this file pointed away from the spontaneous human combustion phenomenon and towards a man-made conspiracy to eliminate domestic terrorists employing artificial accelerant combustibles in order to exact a subversive and darkly poetic justice.
The body of Alexander Byron Harper to the earth. Let us be consoled in the knowledge that his spirit soars to heaven, and he will know peace. And so, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Amen.
Come on, Corey, let's go. Still have to pack up your things.
Just give me a minute, Dad.
Look, I have to be back in Washington, so...
So go!
Corey...
He was my only friend, Dad.
Hey, Corey. How are you?
The same, I guess. They're coming for me this afternoon.
Corey, before you go, could you come talk to us for a while? Things were kind of rushed before. We'd like to get your side of the story.
Yeah. Why not?
He's the one who killed my son.
That
His
kid's
powers
a
would have
mess.
killed Harper. Some kind of freak.
You're the one who did it,
He got Harper killed.
It was you.
He scares me.
You killed him, man.
Adolescence, the period of human growth in which the body undergoes dramatic and accelerated changes. This degree of physical and emotional development over such a short period of time can make it a confusing and traumatic event for a young person. In the following case, the OSIR found that Corey Stillman's adolescence included the onset of psychic ability.
Final case log entry. We're engaging in a debriefing session with case subject Corey Stillman. By re-examining the case from Corey's perspective, we may better understand why this case ended on such a tragic note.
How are you feeling?
The same.
You look exhausted.
Yeah, well, I can't sleep. I keep having the vision. It's the same as before. Only now it's a memory.
Well, give it time.
Well, I don't really have much choice where I'm going.
I know there's nothing we can do to bring Harper back, but we're here to help.
That's all we ever really wanted to do, Corey, but we never got the full story from you.
Let's start at the beginning.
Harper and I were in the same homeroom, and we didn't really fit in with the cool crowd, so yeah. We hung out a lot together. We're gonna get caught. Oops.
By Bradford? No way. Man, that guy is way too slow in the uptake. I mean, he doesn't even notice when I skip his class. Ah, fair damsels, if this is Camelot, I be Arthur, King of the Britons.
That's cute.
Man, read all that in a comic book, the classics in 33 pages.
Yeah, I hate to tell you, but the book's a bit different.
Man, that book is like 50,000 pages long. Forget it. I skipped that test anyways. What, another headache?
I think that you should go because he's coming.
Who?
Bradford's coming. Come on, go.
Stillman, man, what are you saying?
Harper!
Ah, Corey. Nice work on the essay.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Bradford.
I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but...
I haven't seen him, sir.
He skipped my class today, and this time I noticed. You sure?
Yeah, I swear on my dog's grave. I haven't seen him all day, sir.
Well, when you do see him, you tell Mr. Alexander Harper that if he skips the makeup test today after school, he fails the course.
Whoa.
Got it?
Got it.
Piece of advice, Corey. Don't let that slacker pull you down. You got more brains than that.
Man, how the hell did you know he's coming? I mean, man, that was cool.
Oh, man, my head is totally killing me. Listen, you have to go to that makeup test after school today.
Yeah, right, as if I could pass.
You will. Because I know exactly what's going to be on the test.
What'd you pick Bradford's pocket? Now, let me guess, you read his mind.
I read his mind. I read his mind and I saw the answers.
You're kidding, right? Right?
Well done. We'll discuss this later, Mr. Harper.
I could just see into Bradford's mind. The answers were all there. Bradford was sure that Harper was cheating and that I was in on it, but he didn't have any way of proving it.
And the headaches?
Well, they didn't go away.
Corey, did you ever use your psychic abilities for yourself?
No, I never needed to.
But you kept using your power, your ability, to help Alex Harper.
Wouldn't you? I mean, it kept him out of trouble. At first. Listen, we're gonna get caught. Bradford knows something's going on. You've never gotten above a C in your entire life. Now suddenly you're a straight A geek like me?
What, like Bradford the Betazoid is gonna bust us for the illegal use of psychic powers? I mean, come on, man.
Listen, just slow down. Get a few wrong answers on purpose now and then.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello, class. I'm Miss Donner. I'll be your substitute while Mr. Bradford is away.
So the narcs finally caught up with that guy.
I'll be picking up where he left off. Chapter 12, the 20th century. Corey, Alex, can I speak with you for a minute? Move along, people. There's nothing to see here. I just wanted a chance to meet Mr. Bradford's 2-star pupils. He told me you guys are the top guns in the class.
That's us, ma'am.
I gotta go.
Corey?
Don't worry about him, ma'am. He just pulled an all-nighter. Man, what is with you?
I don't know, Harper. I just don't trust her.
Man, well, of course you don't. She's a teacher. Oh, and a sweet teacher, too. Corey, man, come on.
I couldn't read her, okay? She was blocking me.
Look, So maybe it'll take a few days, right? I mean, you'll get a fix on her.
No, she's different. We gotta get out of here. Something bad's gonna happen.
Hey, Batman and Boy Wonder, we've been looking for you. Mr. Chandler would like to see you in his office. Let's go.
Well, hello, Phyllis.
Look, Chandler, if this is about the party last Saturday...
Shut up. This isn't about you. It's about him. I want to know how Golden Boy over there does this.
Hey, man, where'd you get that thing?
Oh, shut up. Like I said, I wasn't talking to you. So how'd you do it, freak?
Stop it, man. Look, you just...
Joke Boy over here doesn't have half the brains to get the marks he does. And they're suddenly perfect marks. From 0 to hero. So how'd you do it? How did you cheat for it? You're crazy. Crazy? My dad wants me to go to Harvard, but the problem is I just don't have the marks. But that's gonna change. Because whatever you do to get this loser to the top, you're gonna do for me. So do you get the picture?
Why should I do anything for you?
Let's just get out of here. Yeah, sure. After I teach this guy some manners.
Afternoon, boys. Say, now, aren't you fellas a little late for class?
Well, what do you know? You must have lost track of time.
Here you go.
I'll catch you guys later.
Hi.
Right. The janitor. And the other guy.
Did you know you were under surveillance at that point?
I wasn't sure. I had bigger problems.
Yeah, like you and your buddy escaping from that washroom in one piece.
All I really knew was that Miss Donner was different from all the other teachers.
What happened when Chandler and his gang threatened you?
Things just got worse. That was when I first had the vision.
Love those guys.
I knew something like this was bound to happen. I knew we were gonna get found out.
Yeah, Stillman, you're always right.
Okay, come on, let's just get you home.
What's wrong? What's your home?
No, nothing. Come on, let's just get out of here. And, I saw it so clearly, and I knew then that Harper was gonna die.
After you were threatened, we realized you were at risk. Things were getting dangerous. We could no longer work covertly.
So we decided to try and approach you through normal channels to protect you.
Yeah, sorry. I was a jerk.
Hi.
Oh, go ahead, search it.
I just want to talk to you. My name's Connor Doyle. I'm with an independent investigation organization. We look into unexplained phenomena.
What do you want?
I know you're special, Corey. I want to help you if you'll let me.
You know, I'm really late and I gotta go, so...
Corey?
So this X-Files geek shows up and tells me I'm special, and you think I'm overreacting.
You're being paranoid.
I don't think so. Where's your smart mouth now, joke boy? Listen, seeing as you were so kind to offer me the test of last week's chem exam, I got an even bigger task for you. I want the SATs by Saturday. You got that, freak? You know, everything always works out.
Oh, man. Man, what the hell's wrong with you? I mean, every single time we hang out now, you act like as if I'm dead.
Don't say that.
So what do you see?
Nothing.
Look, man, just give me answers. We'll never see that jerk again. I mean, everything will be fine, right? Right?
Why didn't you tell Harper what you saw? Did you think he wouldn't believe you?
No, the thing is, he would have totally believed me. I mean, everything else I saw came true. Why not this?
Yes, but he could have panicked, Corey. Or worse, ended his friendship with you.
What if it wasn't true? If only I could go back in time, I could warn him, and he'd still be alive.
So you weren't certain you were always seeing the future?
I wasn't sure of anything. I thought it could still be hit and miss. I mean, it seemed real, but what if it was just my imagination?
What changed your mind?
The visions just kept getting stronger. I mean, really intense. I thought maybe I could use the visions. You know, if I could see the future, why couldn't I...
Alter it?
Yeah. Change the future. You know, I knew if I kept giving the answers to Chandler, he would never leave me and Harper alone, but I thought, you know, I can see the future. What if I can use this information to make it different?
That's what made you come to us.
I really thought you guys could help. I'm ready.
Ready for what?
To talk to your boss. Your real boss.
Corey, when did you first start seeing into people's minds?
About a year ago. When my mom died, I started hearing voices in my head. Other people's voices.
Now tell me about the visions. Are they different?
They're the future. I can feel danger, and I know when something bad is going to happen.
How do you feel at the
It
exact...
seems he has two distinct powers, telepathy and precognition, one reinforcing the other.
That's a lot to handle for a 16-year-old.
Corey,
So he reads minds and can somehow see the future of that person?
He sees specific images in others' minds. What the teacher is planning on putting on the test, for example.
How can he predict future events? He seems to know when things are about to happen.
His power is still developing. It's similar to his hormonal and physical development. He's going through massive changes. Why do you think he came to us?
Fear?
So let's continue, shall we? Are there any visions that keep recurring?
That's why I came here. Okay, I can't shut it out, and I can't stop it, and it's Harper's death, and I can see it so clearly. You know, that's why I came here. We have to stop it from happening. We have to stop Harper from dying. You know, I have to go to him. Hey, have you seen Harper?
Cover the first and second floors.
There's no sign of Harper.
Where'd Corey go?
He just took off. He said he'd be faster on his own. He promised to meet us out front.
I don't like this, Lindsay.
Damn it.
Well, thanks for coming. I like before and after pictures.
Harper?
Where you been? Busy reading minds, I hope. That's right, your friend over here says that you have this power to read the teacher's minds. Pretty cool, huh? But I caught you, didn't I?
All right, just let him go, and I will tell you anything you want.
Well, now, that's exactly what I wanted to hear. But first, never keep me waiting again. It isn't even loaded.
I know that it is.
Still, man, forget it. Let's
No!
Drop the gun, man.
No! You're scared! I can feel your fear, and it's all because of me.
Corey, no!
Isn't it?
It was me. I pulled the trigger. You just can't cheat it.
What?
Fate. You can't. One of you guys care any way, none of you have any feelings. I can't sense a thing from any of you.
We do have feelings. We just couldn't let you know them.
We were jamming you.
See, that's why we use this. It's planted just behind the ear and sends out a signal that scrambles the electrical impulses that are associated with brainwave activity. Huh?
We've used them before with other telepaths.
Well, there's just one more thing I want to know. How did you guys find out about me and my power?
I told them. I know I'm not the best dad in the world, but I know you. Ever since your mother died, I could see you'd changed.
I changed into a freak, right?
No. Different. Unique.
Your father and Mr. Bradford thought we should investigate, quietly. We'd hope to understand your abilities and help you come to terms with them.
Well, then I did. Well, then I guess you did all that you could. And it was just Harper's fate or destiny or whatever. And mine. Right? But I wish you could have told me all this in the first place.
You'll adjust fine to the new school.
I hope so. It's going to be very different there.
Corey will be fine with us. There'll be lots of other kids just like him. Call us in about a week. Here's our card. We'll arrange a visit as soon as possible. Thanks, Connor. We'll be in touch.
Final case log addendum. Robert Chandler was charged with felonious assault and will be sent to a juvenile detention center. Corey Stillman will be going to a place where his unique abilities will be better understood.
When we perceive in our children a particular gift, a positive ability or skill, it is natural that we encourage them to develop it. So why not promote the same degree of support and encouragement, even if the ability is an unconventional one, beyond the immediate powers of our understanding? I'm Dan Aykroyd for Psi Factor.